What's up, Wikimaniacs? Welcome to another Monday Reddit reading. This week, that's right, intros are back. This week, we have a partner frozen by their girlfriend, another partner who finds a secret note on their partner's phone, a husband who is asking to cheat just once, a cousin who creates a new Thanksgiving tradition, and by popular demand, the coconut story.
Oh.
If those all sound interesting to you, we have all those with no commercials, plus an extra story on the Patreon/YouTube membership. And that will be a mother who sends her will to her kids before she dies. And then also it wouldn't be a Monday Reddit reading episode without an amazing segment by the amazing Underbaki. So stay tuned. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
An old-fashioned intro that one person likes. I saw a comment and I brought it back for them. I truly should have wrote down the name, but you know who you are. What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Sean. Welcome, my two co-hosts, Jay and Jay, from the Tuesday podcast, y'all. Josh and John.
Hello. For anyone confused, that's Tuesday podcast on the Patreon. It's not a separate podcast
for the $10 rich
yet.
It's very exclusive.
Very.
Did we all coordinate no hats today? That's kind of crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
That's nuts. I don't think that ever happens. One of us not wearing a hat, but all three
typically.
It's kind of wild.
I want to say it happened a couple months ago, and we were also like, what the fuck is going on?
I definitely wear hats the least out of the bunch.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I like a hat. What can I say?
I didn't used to. I became a big hat guy actually like during COVID kind of for some reason. I don't know.
I got 2 more years till I have hair, so I might as well enjoy what I see.
Show it off. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Although I think my forehead might be bigger than yours, John.
Nah, I don't know, brother. I don't know. I'm challenging Rihanna with her forehead.
I feel like all of ours are kind of same.
Maybe.
That shit's a 5-head, brother.
Our next Tuesday episode.
On protrudingness, you know, Neanderthal.
Our next Tuesday episode, we go to Turkey.
Oh,
that would be nice. Please.
I want that full body check.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
Like $1,000 to get every single test done to you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then we could all look and cry about what's wrong with us.
Get treatment there. I might just move there. Who fucking knows?
Wow.
What are the hour time difference? You think that'd be terrible for our
schedule? It'd be crazy.
It would be insane.
Like 9-hour difference, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, sure. It's fine. All right. Are we ready to hop into... Oh, before we do, quick shout out to everybody who's bought merch on Reddit on wikishop.com.
Oh,
on wikishop.com. This has been by far the greatest month of all time for the store.
It's a runaway.
It is. Yeah. It might surpass quite literally every other single month that we've done combined.
In all our existence.
You guys have shown out for the archive. Y'all love the every merch everywhere all at once. And yeah, maybe I won't delete it all, but maybe I will. Who knows? I don't know. This may need to be a yearly occurrence because you guys are showing out.
I'm down.
But with that being said, if you haven't gone to the shop yet, this is quite literally the last week to do so. I will be taking it down as soon as November starts or November 5th. Who knows? But it will be
December.
Shit.
Are we going back into time?
I was also confused.
December. Josh will fix it in the edit.
No.
There's AI where you could just insert this December and then it'll just.
Yeah, but I only use AI for bad, not good.
That's not fair, actually. But yeah, Reddit on wikishop.com for all the merch. You got 6 days. All right. With that being said, are we ready to hop in the, give or take 18, actually. Who knows?
Yeah. Please buy more merch because I accidentally destroyed my door this morning and I need to get it repaired.
Also, quick note, those boxing classes are working. John is strong enough to break a door.
Yeah. No door is safe with John around.
Also, I was telling Josh's story earlier before we hopped on. I cannot convert kilograms to pounds for the life of me. So usually, I was telling Josh, I usually warm up on my bench press with like 45s on each side, right? Like, so 135 total.
Wow, you're strong.
Hell no, that's just weak, brother.
That's your
anyway.
warm up, though. That is probably my max.
Anyways, I did not know that it was like kilograms. So I was like, why are the plates only in a 20, a 10, and a 5? So I stacked, to get up to a 45 because I'm like, okay, this is my warm up. I was banging out, I was like, am I having a terrible day today? Because I was only able to do 2. Usually I do like 10 to 12, like three sets of it.
Right.
And like, I was weak, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I can't push it anymore. I can only do 2. Come to find out, convert the weight. It was actually like 250, 255.
And you banged out 2 of them, brother.
2, struggling. I thought like shit was going to come out of my ass because I was like, hard.
I mean, good for you
hard.
For even doing 2.
Bench maybe 100. 1.
And maybe that's why I was able to destroy my door today.
That's what I'm saying. I think you're stronger than you think.
Yeah. You might actually be the tiny Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Lowercase Superman.
Lowercase Superman.
So that's how my days go. Please buy more merch. I don't want to destroy another door. Please.
All right. I think we've done enough edging for all the live stream people that watched our live stream. We almost read this story. We decided against it. And I'm not going to make you guys wait much longer. I'll just...
Oh my God, we're starting with this one?
Jumping right in with the coconut. I feel like it's only right. It has been 2 weeks since the live stream. People have been waiting. I'm a man of the people, except for when I need them to pay me. But sometimes I'm the man of the people. So I think it's time.
Okay, so trigger warning for... Don't eat during this story, I think.
Oh, yeah. I guess don't eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop eating.
Or
this one's a gross one. So this one is coming from r/TIFU. Cross-posted by nobody, but requested by quite literally all of you. So if you don't like it, blame...
You have no one to blame but yourselves.
Your friends. You did it to yourself. You played yourself, yo.
Today I fucked.
Kind of. Kind of. And again, this is the coconut story. All right. This is titled, Today I Fucked Up by Coming into a Coconut.
I thought that you were supposed to milk the coconut, not the other way around.
Oh, no. The coconut can milk you. As John would say, the kokusi.
The kokusi. Again, I will never be this down bad.
I hope nobody
My
is.
wife's been gone for a week and I am sad, but never crossed my mind.
Yeah, like, if you're this down bad, just buy a sex toy, right? Like,
bro,
yeah.
What is it?
A fleshlight?
I recently learned what a Tenga egg is. I don't know how it works, but apparently it's an egg you can fuck.
Oh, they'd be selling that shit at like Daiso or not Daiso.
Yeah, Don Quixote. Don Quixote.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand how you could fuck an egg, but there's a way apparently.
Okay.
This is not an ad for Tenga eggs. Maybe I should. Unless
I'll bleep it.
All right. This TIFU didn't happen today, but quite a few years back. For obvious reasons, I'm using a throwaway account as my family knows my main Reddit username.
Wild.
Anyway, around 8 years back, I lived in northern Mozambique, a coastal southern African country with quite a warm climate. My mother at the time was going through a quote-unquote health nut phase. And wild phrasing for this.
Hey, and you went through a coconut phase.
You quite the nut phase yourself, brother. And only buying foods she deemed healthy enough. One of these foods were coconuts. She would buy several coconuts a week to use in food from the local market. Anyway, being a horny teenager, I fapped in regular intervals. Unfortunately, there were some severely stressful examinations coming up for me, and as such, my fapping reached a higher peak than usual, and I was feeling pretty sexually frustrated. One day, I hear that my mother is going to be out for pretty much the entire afternoon. Horny me decides that it would be a fantastic idea to fuck a coconut. Honestly, to this day, I can't fathom why I thought that would be a good idea, but my train of thought back then was clearly somewhat clogged. I end up grabbing the coconut drill, and through 20-ish minutes of concerted effort, end up creating a hole large enough for me to stick my porker into.
Yeah, that is determination. Being like steadily horny for 20 minutes.
20 minutes of drilling a hole, and not one time are you like, this is...
Hey, yo, this is not a good idea.
This is crazy.
Or is it like 10 minutes in, you're like, well, I've already spent 10 minutes doing this.
It's like that riddle.
Now fuck the coconut now?
Like that joke, you swim halfway to the island. Oh, I'm swimming all the way back. It's like,
yeah. You might as well just finish the swim.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. I decide it requires some lube and grab the nearest slippery thing, some butter, before shoving it into the coconut, followed shortly by my own meat. I fuck the coconut, and it actually feels pretty damn good. I blow my load and then shove the coconut under my bed and then continue about my day.
What the fuck?
Why didn't you throw it away? Are you saving it for
he wants to use it for later.
Get a fresh one.
That's just wasteful.
Son, have you seen my coconut? I swear about like 20 and we're down. I'm missing half.
Why is your bed so lumpy?
Jeebus.
For the next week, the coconut is my savior.
Oh.
With the
used butter fucking cum-filled coconut? Are you serious?
Oh my God.
Whenever I want to get off, I simply take it out and fuck it in its delightfully tight hole, made better each time by accumulating volumes of my semen and butter acting as lubricant.
I want to throw up.
I feel
This
sick.
is foul. This is fucking foul, y'all.
I hate this.
Maybe you should put this in the... Josh edited this to the
We're
end.
starting off. We're starting off hot.
The drop-off is crazy on analytics.
It is heaven. Now, before I continue, I'd best mention that at the time, our area was experiencing quite humid and muggy weather, which exacerbated an already existing fly problem. Disgustingly fat, bloated flies were commonly found around our house, and the exterminators couldn't really do anything because it was a localized area problem that would go away in the winter. About a week and a bit after the initial coconut fuck, I had been using it pretty much every single day since then. I began to notice a few more flies than usual as well. As well as an odd, unpleasant smell about my room.
Yeah, I wonder what the fuck that could be.
Must be the coconut, right? So I decide that I'll fuck it once more before I throw it out and get a new one.
What are you doing?
This guy's a nutcase.
Find Jesus, OP.
Holy.
I want to cry hearing this.
Oh, and it gets worse, y'all.
How?
Worst mistake I have ever made. You see, the reason for the increased number of flies was that the coconut was evidently, in hindsight, a nearly perfect place to lay eggs.
Yeah, obviously.
As I penetrate the coconut one last time, I begin to feel a strange wriggling sensation. Puzzled, I pull my cock out, discover that it is covered in rotted and moldy butter and semen, and teeming with tiny fucking maggots.
I hate everyone that suggested this story.
You guys are Wikimaniacs the asshole for making us fucking...
Yes.
What is this?
I will never listen to you guys ever again. I will start to source my own stories. I'm done.
We're shutting the subreddit down.
This is it. I'm fucking sick of y'all at this point. Did I say thank you a few minutes ago? Fuck that.
It's crazy.
No, I'm just kidding.
that all of the famous Reddit stories that y'all have made us read, Ogtha is surprisingly the most wholesome and fun.
Honestly.
This makes Ogtha seem okay, actually.
Yeah.
This makes Poop Knife seem normal.
Poop Knife is good, actually.
You know what? Not that bad. Slug Story, the worst thing I've ever fucking read. If you
This is second. This is goddamn second.
If you're an audio listener, we did it on the live stream on YouTube. Don't check it out. I won't promote it.
Yeah.
And actually, please do for the numbers. Just do it. Play it, but just quietly. Don't listen to the story, but still stream it.
Well, it's the last story, so just get through the episode
Hey.
and dip out right at the end.
True.
They were wriggling all over my dickhead, and some were even trying to force their way up into my urethra.
Oh, no.
Why did you start with this? I don't want to do this episode anymore.
We're gonna ramp up. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing
Bitch,
but up
I
from
want to
here.
jump off a cliff after this story.
It's nothing but up from here. It cannot get worse. I picked my stories 2 days ago, so I do not remember if they do or not. But I feel like there's no way. I screamed and threw the coconut against the wall, which made the situation worse by spilling all of the contents.
Yeah. Crazy.
Hours of vigorous cock scrubbing, vomiting, and cleaning the remnants were spent reflecting on what the fuck I was doing with my life. Never again. Never again. Too long didn't read. Do not fuck coconuts.
That was too long and I regret reading.
You could never waterboard this information out of me. Even if you waterboarded me with Dasani, the worst water out there, you cannot get this information out. Fuck no.
Bro.
Fuck no. This is gross. This is disgusting.
I did on Let's Start a Cult, my old podcast, I did a cult called the Coconut
With me.
Cult, where people died. This is the worst story I've heard with a coconut. Oh, man.
You Wikimaniacs are sick.
You made Artie listen to it too.
Sick.
She's just
Y'all
innocent.
need therapy.
It's the craziest part was when we were in the live chat and people were like, "You haven't heard the coconut cult or the coconut story?" And I'm like, now I'm like, I wish I hadn't. I wish. Why do I have to listen to this?
I want to run bleach in my ears and my brain at this moment.
Oh,
God.
Oh,
man.
Also, like, this thing has been deleted and then posted on different subreddits multiple times, it looks like, because this is coming from r/copypasta, which means that it was probably posted elsewhere, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Are copy pastas real? I forget.
I forget.
could be.
Yeah.
We're probably like the worst Reddit podcast.
As far as fact checking.
As far as like reading the most, like, I guess, upvoted, most popular stories. There's one that I wanted to do, but I read it and I'm like, I don't think I want to make you guys listen to it. I think it's called The Swamp of something Agoda or something like that. Agoba.
Is it worse than this?
It's in par. Like it's pretty disgusting.
All right, well, you made
Or
the right
Swamps
choice.
of Dagobah or something like that. But with Maniacs,
Live
if you
stream
send,
goal.
Yeah,
you send,
maybe we'll do it during the live stream. You make us read it during the live stream.
yeah, that one was bad.
Oh, all right. Let's get a little palate cleanser. This one is gonna be wholesome. This is coming from r/benign existence, coming from a goat, Blood Unicorn Valkyrie. This is titled "I Can't Move."
Why?
You'll find out.
Was it from a good time? Because if it is,
No, I'm not after that story.
damn
It's
it.
been up for a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, I need another week, I think.
December's gonna be coconut merch.
Wild. A coconut, a roach, a fucking slug, just all of the worst goddamn stories. We were a poop knife.
Poop knife I'm down to sell.
Well, they sell actual poop knives.
Yeah, I want them to sponsor us.
That would be awesome. All right. I can't move. My girlfriend is sleeping on my chest. Her dad's 17-year-old cat is sleeping on my legs. And her 4-year-old kitty is sleeping on my ankles.
Aw.
I cannot move. I am claustrophobic. I have 3 warm-blooded beasts baking me alive with their combined body heats after I gave all 3 of them good scratches. The dog also did a blitzkrieg of love and assaulted me with scritches and kisses, and she is a chonker. Missile toward my face and sped off into the darkness. The fan is off. My legs are sweating. This is my penance. I met her cats 4 years ago, and she warned me they are grumpy, especially the 17-year-old. He eats all other 4 cats' food as well as the dog's. He is an asshole, chooses random beds to piss on, and could not be healthier, according to his vet.
Wow.
I suspect he'll live until 30. 86 hours later, and they are all over me. I cannot move. But honestly, I don't want to move. This is all I've ever dreamed of.
Hell yeah. That's me every night, to be honest. I'm like, I'm so fucking hot. Oh man. That's I love that. Yeah, sometimes the crankiest cats are the cuddliest too.
And it makes it better because they hate everybody, and when they go to you, it's just like, oh, I feel special.
Yeah. Like, oh, I'm the chosen one.
Yeah, accept your fate, brother. Just take it.
Until your legs are under the covers and you move them slightly, and then your cat starts attacking your feet. Please,
Dude,
I just want to get comfy.
If you leave a toe out of the blanket, Chip will. Like, oh my fucking God.
That's what this one does.
I've woken up so many times just because, like, full toe completely in the mouth. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Get a goddamn grip.
Who loves bunions?
Yeah.
It's not even the bunion, it's the toe. Full pinky or thumb toe, right?
Wow.
Yeah, the big toe.
The big toe? Yeah. That's impressive.
Completely submerged in the mouth.
Holy.
It's got a foot thing.
I know. Weird. All right. This next one is coming from r/self.
Please don't say coming from like the rest of the story, like the rest of the episode. That'd be great. Thank
Coming
you.
in.
r/coconuts.
This is coming from r/self, coming from yet another goat riding giraffe. This is titled, Saw Something in My Girlfriend's Note app that she didn't want me to see.
Oh.
This is another wholesome one, y'all.
Oh, okay.
I ruined that. I should have just let the suspense, but I'm letting it rise, and then next story will be a drop, and then a little bit of a rise.
You know I hate roller coasters.
It's a bumpy one.
Wee.
So yesterday, I was helping my girlfriend plan some tasks, and we had the Notes app open on her computer. I saw on the list of notes a page called Conversations. I can't read. I almost said conversions.
Convert him.
Conversations. I'm still thinking of the first story. That man needs Jesus. I clicked it and saw a list of topics, primarily things that I'm really interested in. She was keeping a list of future conversation starters. She got embarrassed and said, you weren't supposed to see that. I laughed and told her that I used to do the exact same thing when I was in middle school and I had a crush. We have been dating for 3 years and we are 25-year-old adults. But she was making notes of conversation topics like a kid with a crush. I was so touched by this level of effort, I almost teared up. I feel so loved.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
I feel like he's lulling us into a false sense of security, though. Sean, to be fair, not.
I have a feel. This is like that one guy who created a Pokédex and shared as his college friends.
Oh, God.
This is not the same thing.
She low-key, she probably broke his heart, and then that was his villain era.
Whoa.
And, did that. We don't know.
What an extrapolation from such a sweet story.
Now I was gonna say, like, mine is not conversation starters. I have like a list. I don't know if you guys see it, but on my phone app, it's a list of like Juliet's like to go orders. So that way, if we end up like, she's like, hey, what do you feel like having? She's like, hey, I want to try this place. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go head over there, and I already know exactly what she wants. So It's kind of nice. It's like it's the little things that means a lot, especially in like a long committed relationships like that. So like that. It's I feel like they're gonna have a happy life ahead of them.
Yeah, it's cute. It's nice that she's putting in that amount of effort into the stuff that you're interested in. So
Yeah.
I hope he does the same to her. And yeah, that's a recipe for a healthy relationship, as John said.
Oh. Are we ready for more despair?
I mean,
You had enough wholesome stories? Are you ready to drop back down?
Yeah, my stomach's not in my throat yet.
All right, here we go. This is coming from r/relationship ground score advice, coming from 2 times in one episode, Writing Giraffe.
bah.
This is my husband, 30-year-old male, wants to go on a trip to have, quote unquote, one last fun night before we try for kids, saying that my past wrongs are the reason. What do I, 29 female, do?
Leave them.
Yeah, this is not a healthy relationship. If he hasn't, I mean, I don't know what your past wrongs are, but it doesn't matter. You should have like come to a some sort of conclusion to that if he wanted to stay with you. So if he's bringing it up years later, then that's pretty shitty.
Yeah, and you guys gonna try to start a family with that much baggage between you two? You shouldn't bring a life like that when you guys can even have a mutual understanding of what the fuck's going on. So,
100%.
bad idea all around.
Husband, 30 male, and I, 29 female, have been together since high school. A year into our relationship, I regrettably cheated on him. I was stupid and regretted the whole thing, so I told my now husband, boyfriend at the time, the day right after. Now, I'm not saying that me coming out clean makes things easier or better. It didn't. I begged him to forgive me and to stay, and for half a year, we were not together. After 6 months, we decided to try and restart our relationship. It took a lot of work and was definitely hard getting through the first few years. But after we healed, years later, we got happily married. Now, we are 6 years married and planning to try for a kid next year.
So it's been like 9 years, 10 years maybe. I don't know.
At the very least, they're 30 and 29. At the very least, what, like 11 years?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, this is
12?
crazy if he's bringing up the cheating from what, grade 9 or 10 to.
Well, they just said high school.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
So even if it was senior year.
Yeah.
Did I just kill Ricky?
No, you missed it. I saw it fly by.
Fuck.
Are you fucking a coconut?
No, Ricky's been way back.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Reddit on Ricky. Nah, can't get the first story out of my head though.
Wish we could.
After the terrible ordeal at the start of our dating relationship, we have figured out how to communicate with each other and we have built trust. So I don't know if this is because we have such great communication that he expressed this to me, but before we have a kid, he wants to go on a trip to quote unquote have one fun night. Mind you, he said something a bit more vulgar, but we have potty mouths naturally. He used my former mistake as a reason for this.
No.
That in some way he deserves this. Now, I just stood at the sink doing the dishes speechless. Like, where did all my good communication go in that moment? Because I did not know how to tell him how much I hated that idea.
Yeah. Listen, like, it is terrible that she cheated. But again, this was 10 years ago. It sounds like she's made an active change to be a better partner. She was also, a teenager. Not an excuse, but still, you learn and grow as you get older. And so him bringing this up as an excuse why he should get a free pass is terrible. What are you talking about? This is not how that works.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, Josh. Like, to me, the cheating is an unforgivable act. So if he really felt that type of way, then he should have ended it right there and then. It seemed like she put in the work. She was very apologetic. Again, like what Josh is saying, I'm not excusing her behavior for cheating. I don't care what the age is at that point. Like that's something that you don't do to a partner. But she put in the work. The guy went in a mutual understanding that, hey, we're going to put the work in together. And then all of a sudden, like things got better. They, settled their differences and all that. But the fact that he's holding that as ammunition, as a weapon to use against her when they're trying to make a big life altering decision as bringing a kid, that's fucked up for him to do. Because if he's really not into that type of shit, he should have done that and said like, hey, you're a cheater. I'm not with it anymore. You're an asshole for stringing her along and kind of making her work for it when you're going to use that trump card later on down the line. And I hate that shit.
Obviously, I'm desperately in love with this man, and he has been everything to me. Telling me to leave him right off the bat is not advice. Telling me I get what I deserve is not advice. I need the help or courage or both to speak with him about this matter. How do I approach it? How do I say I don't like it? How do I just say no? This may be an anonymous rant because I'm too scared to tell my best friend or therapist, so I'm here telling strangers.
I mean, you shouldn't be afraid to tell your therapist either, but if you're looking for advice, I would sit him down and tell him basically what John and I both just said. Hey, I realize what I did in the past was fucked up, but that doesn't mean that it gives you a pass to sleep with someone else. Like, this is a relationship between us two. If you don't want that, then this is over. And so you're giving him the choice on whether to end it or not. Like exactly what John said, you shouldn't be bringing a life into this relationship if he's not 100% committed to you. So that's kind of my advice right there.
Yeah. And what she deserves was being broken up to right there and then when the situation happened.
And he did.
That's what I felt like. And and that's what she deserved back then. But like what we were kind of mentioning already, Josh and I were kind of putting it already, like she put in the work. Like I don't like things being weaponized here and that. And if there's an advice I can give you, kind of what Josh already said, like sit him down and say, hey, put the ball in this court, and say like, hey, if you're really going to try to cheat and use what I did in the past as like, against me, then maybe this isn't a good relationship to like move forward with. So I feel icky about this guy.
Tell him to go fuck a coconut.
Jesus Christ, I'm trying to forget. I would say this, like, I agree with you guys completely 100%. And this is why I could not be this dude. Because I maybe forgive, I could never forget. And for that reason, I could just never be. I could never take somebody back after.
Which is fair. Yeah.
Even in high school. So yeah, I think him taking her back and then like wasting all those years of both of their lives is fucking heinous and criminal. Because me personally, if I ever took somebody back the whole time, anytime they did something wrong, I'd be like, that's crazy. Remember that one time? Yeah. And I would just be the most petty, worst partner ever. I would not be able to help it.
Yeah.
Anytime you complain about me in the slightest bit, I'd be like, remember that one time?
You fucking cheated, bitch. Remember that shit?
Cheated on me? That's crazy. So yeah, I just could never do it because I just would not be able to not be petty.
Which is fair.
I could never forget.
Yeah. Which is what I'm saying. Like he should just.
Yeah, he should have done that.
If he
from
can't
the jump
be in that relationship, he shouldn't be in that relationship. Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Was there an update? I was waiting.
Oh, not really. There are some comments if you'd like me to read it.
Sure.
Let's hear some.
Okay, so a lot of people, it seems like a lot of these are all from the bottom of for the most part. They all have negative karma.
Oh, God. Okay.
But here we go. This person writes, so you had an affair, but you don't want him to? What the fuck? So what's good for you isn't good for him? Oh.
10 years ago, people.
10 plus. It's definitely plus.
10 plus, a breakup for over a year, and they got back together.
6 months.
Or whatever.
Still.
Yeah, still.
Long enough.
Long enough.
Especially 6 months in high school feels like
forever.
a year in normal life.
Yeah. So, yeah. And they've been in a healthy relationship up until this point. So it's just like, what do you mean this is like a revenge? Yes, what she did was bad, but that doesn't make 10 years later, him bringing it up to use so he could fuck someone. Okay.
Yeah. To which OP says, my affair in high school has nothing to do with my question. I asked for communication advice. If he leaves, he leaves. If he goes and does it, and I can't live with it, I leave. Simple as that. I asked for how others would speak to their partners when they're too awkward to broach the subject. Because guess what? I get it. Therefore, I couldn't say no right away. I didn't even say anything. But you go on a rant about nothing relating to my question. And that also got negative karma.
Hers got negative karma?
Yeah, Reddit is wild.
Holy fuck.
They both got negative karma.
Full of dumbass incels.
Here's somebody else. I don't think they commented back, but it was a lot of upvotes. Any ground score positive, ground score 9658 says he resents you. You don't have children with someone who resents you. You don't have a marriage when someone resents you. You can keep going, but you won't last.
I do wonder if he had truly forgiven her like this whole time and was just like, yeah, water under the bridge. And then he found someone he wanted to fuck and was just like, I need a reason. That could also be it. So
could be.
That tends to be
shitty either way, but
unless he was plotting it for the last 10 years, it's like, I'm gonna get her ass back. It's gonna be my turn to hurt her feelings.
Because he could just be like, I could just date other people. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have just fucking been on your way and fucking hook up with whoever you wanted.
Yeah.
It's insane. Okay. Last one. This one is from Netflix Trackbot. Writes, so when you were young, you stabbed him in the chest. It really hurt him and you regretted what you did and spent years making up for it. And he stayed with you. Now, 10 years later, he lets you know that he has a knife and would like to stab you too. And you should let him.
What
the fuck? Two wrongs don't make anything right. It's clear that he's never forgiven you for what you did. Given how hard it is to forgive a cheater, that's not that surprising. But he chose to stay, to let you build trust with him that he seemingly didn't build with you. And now that your lives are so much more intertwined, he pulled out that knife. That's heartless. That's cruel. He should have left then, or he could have left at any point, even now. But he doesn't get to cheat. Y'all need marriage counseling now to see if there's any way to save this.
Thank you, basically random commenter.
I was like, basically what Josh and I said, minus the wedding or the marriage counseling part.
Yeah.
Beautifully said.
Yeah. Thank you, random commenter, for giving me hope in Reddit comments again.
Hey, sometimes they be crazy, man.
Yeah. A lot of times. I mean, the first comment we read.
That was fucking wild.
Okay. Here's a bonus story that I didn't do in the intro, just because I know wholesome stories kind of, it's nice, but what really can we say? They've done it all. So here's another sort of sad one, and then I'll end on a kind of funny one.
Okay.
This one is coming from r/confessions.
Put the robe, Josh.
Nope, no robes. Stay seated. Stay seated.
I'm up already.
We're going to wait for Josh to... I hope it was worth it, brother.
It wasn't.
This one is found by me, your boy, Josh. You did it last time. Get therapy. Fuck! You hit the gut one last time, and it felt so good. Decorum!
Oh, no.
Fuck my ass. You get it right the first try with quite literally everybody else. That's wild.
Yeah. Colorblind. I don't know why. Could be because of that coconut story.
You got something in your eye, brother.
Yeah. Tears.
This one is titled, "The worst mistake I ever made was telling people that I had won the lottery."
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard of this.
Yeah. There's a really bad statistic about lottery winners.
Yeah, losing it all in the first year or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Rule 1, don't fucking tell anyone.
Yeah, all those memes and TikToks, like, I wouldn't tell nobody, but there'd be signs.
There will be
Real as
signs.
fuck.
Yeah.
Real as fuck. Don't talk to nobody.
Yeah, there's actually a very good Reddit thread that's like, It's fucking long, but it's like basically a step by step of what you should do if you win the lottery. So,
But I think different states have different like
for sure.
auto rules.
But it gives you a good outline of what to do, even depending on where you are. So, it's like go get a lawyer, go talk to an accountant, like those kind of things. Like it's step by
Very
step.
important.
So,
All right, here we go. I won the lottery about 7 years ago. Between my annuity and profits made from investments, all net, I get shy of $800,000 a year.
holy fuck.
Ooh.
Would be nice.
I
To
wish.
just not work forever and still get 800.
Just make
The way I would just shut the fuck up and not tell anybody.
I would move away and then no one would see me. Did you see that one guy who won the lottery last year and bought like 5 mansions and almost is done with it?
That's crazy.
He's an idiot.
I would never.
Anyways, same. I honestly might have the same house. You would never know.
My background
I would just
be
get
the
it
same.
remodeled.
Yeah, I would get it completely remodeled, but my shit would be the same.
I would be in Greece, but it would still look like this.
Yeah, just take a really nice photo.
Yeah.
Of you. Green screen it. I was stunned that I had won. Once I confirmed that I won, I started to tell people. I thought they'd be happy for me. And they were happy for me for a minute.
Give me money,
And then they-
please.
And then they start to ask me for money. Friends and family. And then they told their friends and family.
Man.
I was literally getting 10 calls a day from people asking for money. My favorite was the sister of my coworker saying that she needed rent money and a friend asking me to buy them a $20,000 ring for a girl he had been dating for only a few months.
Well,
The audacity of these fucking moochers, bro.
come on. That's pretty serious, guys. I don't know.
Parentheses, she was fucking other guys on the side.
Well, you don't
I
know
don't know
their
how you
state
do
of their
that.
relationship.
How do you know?
He's like,
How
it
do
was
you
the
me.
one-
I was one of them guys.
I told her I had money.
Some people successfully used me, and I then cut them off. I still helped some people, but I had to cut them off anyways because they were asking me for money only to give it to others or using the money for something different. It was very traumatic. I even had a therapist try to rip me off by asking for cash tips after our sessions.
What in the fuck?
How would you rate my service today? 15, 20, 25%.
Yeah.
0.
I was spending more money on people than on myself. It's ironic that I have more money than I need, yet I can't even give it away because it brings nothing but problems. People make generosity not worth it. People want me to finance their best lives and have the arrangement be exclusively on their terms. I will never understand why people can't accept one thing without trying to get even more. I chalk it up that the people in my life really have no respect for me. That's it.
Wow.
Damn.
A downer.
I mean, yeah. I think if I were to ever win, I would be sending out anonymous checks to my friends and family, like a certain amount. Like, this is all you get. Like, and you don't know who it came from.
They shred it because they think it's piss.
Then I get to keep the money.
That's true. That's true. It's not cash.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's sad, but yeah, you kind of got to just tell your very close loved ones and no one else, and just
It's not leaving my household. None. I was talking to this to Juliet too, because there's one time when it was like almost actually past $1 billion here in Texas.
That's
one time.
crazy.
And we were just like, what are we gonna do with that money? We both agreed. We're like, we never tell Soul, besides just us two. But there will be signs.
Yeah.
So we're just like, we're gonna decide, like, we're gonna help our parents, but we're not gonna give them like a big lump sum. Just be like, hey, what do you got going on right now? It's just like, hey, let me take you on a trip. Like, let me do this for you, this and that. Friends do the same thing. Just be like, hey, let's go out. Let's go to this concert that you've always wanted to see. I'm gonna do it all on experiences as opposed to like, here's just like a check, do whatever you want with it. Fuck that. If I'm gonna give you money, I'm gonna do something with you because I want to enjoy that moment with you. So
Yeah.
that's my thing.
I want to get all my friends into a mansion and play the biggest game of like murder mystery. I think that would be sick.
I guess we're dying first, Sean.
Yeah. The colored people.
I mean, there's only like 10 in his party, in his wedding. So
Oh, man. 10 exactly, which is
10
crazy.
exactly.
Are we ready for the next and last story of the day? Unless you're
What's your patron?
Let's do it.
We're picking it back up, boys. This is coming from r/TIFU, also from a goat. Hit it. Me!
Damn.
That's right.
You've just activated my trap card.
Got your ass.
I'm editing it out.
Get me again? That's crazy.
I'm editing that.
Play my music. This is the day I fucked up by trying to be funny, and I've created a new Thanksgiving tradition for the rest of my life.
Okay.
All right. Obligatory. Ooh. I be saying words crazy on the show. Obligatory. This did not happen today. This happened on Thanksgiving about 15 years ago when I was a
Oh.
young
15 years ago, you fucked up. Why'd you post it on TIFU?
Yeah, it
bitch?
wasn't today.
Liar.
Yeah, we need to have a subreddit. We should start it r/15 years ago today.
Yeah. And
People
that
can share what happened 15 years
and
ago.
only then can you post.
Today.
Has to be to the day.
Very specific. It's won't be popular, but we should do it. My family always goes to one uncle's house, and they have a big basement with a light switch at the top of the stairs. Me, 22 male, my brother, my sister, and my 8 cousins always played a game which we called Monster in the Bathroom. Okay, so I'm assuming he's writing 22 male like at the time of writing this.
No, I think he's
Okay. It's much more embarrassing if he's a 22-year-old male at the time of the story.
I think he's 40 now.
Let's go with that then. The game is pretty much just hide and seek, but all the lights are out, and the people have to make a noise when the seeker asks them to.
Oh, so Marco Polo.
Yeah, but instead of water, it's in a dark room.
Okay.
Wait, did you play Marco Polo outside of water?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
I
just
think
saying.
this is also sort of close to Ghosts in the Graveyard, but I don't think you make sounds on that one.
You did mention that game before, but I had never heard of it.
It's crazy we didn't play that when we had the Airbnb together. We need to film our next time. Also, we never play in an actual bathroom. No idea why we call it that. So we play a few games and the light starts on so people can find a good place to hide while the seeker stands at the top of the stairs and counts down. When they are finished counting, they turn off the light and make their way downstairs to find people. My oldest cousin was the seeker this game, and he's kind of known as the funny one. So I was presented an opportunity to out-humor him. As he was walking down the stairs, I suddenly had the urge to fart. I could tell this was a mammoth of a fart just by the feel. So I was dying for him to ask us to make a noise.
Oh, God.
Finally, as he got to the bottom of the stairs and screams loudly, "Make a noise," trying to get a laugh out of everyone. Not to be outdone, I released the loudest and wettest fart I had ever released in my young 22-year-old male life.
Hey, yo.
No, I'm just kidding. He didn't write the 22-year-old.
Don't lie.
Every single person hiding burst into hysterical laughter, including myself and the seeker. After the laughing died down, I realized my fuck up. My legendary fart was actually a legendary shart. And I had wet shit dripping down my leg.
Oh,
Maybe you wish that it was played in a bathroom now.
that's why it's called that.
Oh, shit.
Literally.
That indeed.
The other fuck up was that even though everyone else stopped laughing after 30 seconds, I couldn't stop. I laughed so hard that I also pissed my pants.
Oh my God.
My cousin immediately caught me, and it was revealed to everyone that I had simultaneously shit and pissed my pants. The game ended right there because I had to go upstairs and borrow pants and underwear from my cousin. Now, every single year when my family arrives to Thanksgiving, every cousin comes up to me and yells, "Hey, OP, make a noise."
I thought he was going to say he pisses and shits himself every Thanksgiving.
This has not gotten old to them, and I will be arriving at my uncle's house in 2 hours. I will undoubtedly be asked to make a noise as it is now and has been a Thanksgiving tradition from here until the day I die.
Imagine he gets Pavlov that every time he hears the words "make a noise," he shoots and pisses himself. He's just conditioned to be like, "Oh God."
He's like a Russian sleeper agent, but
Too long, didn't read, played a game of hide and seek in the dark, was asked to make a noise, accidentally shit and pissed myself, and now I am reminded of it every Thanksgiving by my cousins. Edit 1. My cousins are currently trolling me by saying, "Lol, dude, this happened last year." So they think at the ripe age of 21 years old, I shit and pissed myself, guys.
yes, correct.
Edit 2.
I just knew that motherfucker was a liar 15 years ago, my ass.
Edit 2. My sister just linked this Reddit post to her Instagram story, and now everyone I know is going to know.
Hell yeah.
We'll do it again, too.
Edit 3. Thanks for reading, and to everyone who enjoyed my story. My mom can't believe a story about me shitting myself became this popular. I posted this because I was sitting on my couch waiting for my family to get ready and thinking about how I was going to get trolled when I got there. Then I thought this would make a funny TIFU story. Sorry to the people I haven't responded to. I got tipsy and lost track of everything. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I added the y'all. It just came out naturally.
Wow. You're really putting a lot of creative license on these stories,
Yeah, well,
Sean.
just twice.
You need to dial it down, okay?
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
Oh man, yeah, there's worse things, I guess. Sucks that you were 21 when you did it.
That's a good tradition. I gotta say, was it after a Thanksgiving meal? So that must have been prime ass that he just like spewed out.
I hope it was before, so he made some room.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
His shit got beans, greens, potatoes.
All right. Are we ready for the amazing segment from the amazing Underbaki?
Let's do it.
Do it.
Welcome back to another round of Is This Poster Okay? Where we read 2 posts before questioning whether the person behind the post makes a valid point or if their post is absolutely bananas.
Lots of fruits, bananas, coconuts. What else we got today?
Oh, just bananas today.
No? Okay.
The only fruit we've had. All right. This first post is coming from r/unpopular opinion.
Oh, God.
Mac and cheese is not Thanksgiving food. Note, I am not saying mac and cheese isn't good. Quite the opposite. Mac and cheese is a great food. It goes amazing with barbecue, like burgers, ribs, brisket. I just don't see it belonging on the Thanksgiving table. It seems extremely out of place to me alongside mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry, and vegetables. Edit. People complain about this sub not having true unpopular opinions and then go ballistic when there actually is one. I understand I'm in the minority, and that's why I posted here. And note, this doesn't mean I gatekeep Thanksgiving dinners or flip my lid when I see pasta with cheese on the table. It's just a quiet opinion that I have. So is this poster okay?
I mean, as with all food-related stories, it's preference.
Yeah.
I personally I've never had mac and cheese with Thanksgiving dinner, so this
Oh, what's a traditional Thanksgiving dinner in Canada?
Like turkey, mashed
Is it all the
potatoes.
same thing? Just no mac and cheese?
Yeah, probably mostly the same stuff. But yeah, but I just don't have. I've never had mac and cheese. I don't know if that's just me. I can't speak for all Canadians.
No, y'all are a monolith, right?
I get yelled at when I do that. But yeah, it's just not something I've ever experienced. So I do agree with him. But if someone put mac and cheese on my Thanksgiving plate, I would be like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I agree with Josh. It's kind of like a preference thing, especially with food. My true unpopular opinion is, I don't like Thanksgiving meals. I'm not a
I
fan
don't
of
think that's
turkey.
honestly not that unpopular. I feel like
I
agree.
have Chinese food for Thanksgiving. I feel like that hits more for me.
Okay.
I will say for the first time last year, I had a smoked turkey,
Mm.
just like smoked turkey breast.
Was
That
it
shit
good?
was pretty goddamn juicy. I was surprised. I was ready to hate it because I'm like, turkey's always dry. It's always just fine. And it's huge and costs a lot. So I'm just like, usually my family just skips turkey because we're like, what the fuck? And then we just get ribs from Pinkertons. Y'all know the vibe.
Yes.
Mm.
So yeah, we have a Texas barbecue. That's been our tradition as of late. It used to be like what John does, Chinese food, a lo mein on Thanksgiving. Oh, brother. It hits.
Chef's kiss. Yeah.
That's what we do for
But,
New Year's Eve.
Oh,
Mm.
that's also a good one. But yeah, I think this one is fine. I don't think it's that wild. I will say, for most people that don't like Thanksgiving, like John and myself, mac and cheese is the one nice dish to see at the table.
A good baked one with like a bunch of different types of cheeses in that bitch.
little bit of
Ooh.
breadcrumbs on that dish. Ooh.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
baby.
All right. This next one is also coming from r/unpopular opinion. And it goes like this. Telling people to quit their job and chase their dreams is a stupid piece of advice. You hear it all the time from influencers and successful people to just quit that job you hate and pursue your dreams. Open that business you've always wanted, right? The problem is that this isn't like betting on red or black at the casino with a 50-50 chance of winning, and that you can bet a small amount and not hurt your wallet much. How many people out here have dumped their life savings into starting their dream business or moved to some dream city to follow their passion, and they fail? Now again, these people always preach, don't be afraid to fail. Okay, so when these things happen, very often, next thing you know, you're filing for bankruptcy. Wife is leaving you because you can't support her or yourself. You're asking your parents to move back in with them, and you're all out of money that you saved up for 15 or 20 years. The job that you're at most likely offers a 401k match, health insurance, pays equal enough to cover your bills, and probably gives you some level of work-life balance. So sure, you won't know unless you try, just like we all might not know how many times we avoided death by leaving the house 30 seconds later. But telling people to just leave that quote unquote bullshit job that can provide you with a roof over your head, food in your mouth, and coverage for when you and or your children get sick or seriously ill doesn't sound like the living hell most of these influencers make it out to be. The fairy tale of moving to Hollywood with $50 to your name and making it big is just that, a fairy tale. You might have a 1 in a million shot of making that happen. Anyone who hasn't gotten incredibly lucky but worked toward their dreams over time will tell you to work on your passion on the side, and when your passion starts to pay your bills, then you can quit. But don't ever just leave and think that your dreams and your passion will come true and that you'll be happy that you took the risk. You very well may seriously regret taking that risk. So, is this poster okay?
I mean, it sounds like they had their passion project fail, but I mean,
A lot of projection.
Yeah.
A lot of projection.
Very angry for no reason. But I mean, ultimately, what he's saying is true, and I mean, we followed that to almost a T, like John and I so far, anyway. Like this was a hobby for a couple of years before I came on full time. and that was foisted upon me because I lost my job. And then we worked for another year and a half before John came on full time, and we felt we were comfortable enough. So yeah, it's like what he's saying is true. If you have a passion and you want to make it your ultimate job at the end of the day, then hey, you should work towards it until that passion becomes something that's stable and can bring in money.
Yeah. I agree to an extent with certain asterisks on the things he said too. Like what Josh's saying. Yeah, he did one off. Like it sounded like something happened to him and he's just projecting to the world. But I've kind of been on like both sides of that coin. Like there's one time where I just left. Like when I left active duty, I didn't have anything lined up. I didn't have a job, and we like moved to Dallas with no jobs lined up. Both me and Juliet were the same, but we just didn't want to like stay at the area where we were. So we're like, hey, let's take a leap of faith, right? And we were young, we were kind of naive and stupid. So for like a year and a half or so, like we were scraping. There were months where we were like, hey, we're like 2-3 months behind rent. Like shit, are we gonna get kicked out? Type of deal. So we had to buckle down and say, all right, we need to focus. Corporate jobs, like fucking go up the ladder. And we did. You know, we busted our ass for like a good 5-6 years, and you know, good enough to like be able to like afford a home at some point. But also like there are times when like I left jobs because like I wanted to protect myself. And people are always saying like, oh, don't ever leave a job, blah, 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 without anything lined up. I'm like, well, if I stay here longer, then I might die from a heart attack from all the stress that I'm having. So that's why I'm saying asterisk on this, because like I feel like people should just leave whenever they want to if the place is not a positive environment for them, or there's like no place to grow anymore. But it's nice to have a plan, kind of like what Josh is saying. Like it took us forever to be in a viable spot where like we can make a living out of this, but it is a tough place to be in right now. Everything's so expensive. So in a way, he is kind of right. Don't do anything crazy without having some sort of a plan, because a dream is not. It's nice to dream. Like, don't get me wrong, it's nice to do that, but have something concrete too. But I think he's not that okay. You know?
Yeah, I think I pretty much agree with you guys. He has some anger issues he maybe needs to sort out. But I do agree with some stuff, because it is like truly like hard work and talent doesn't always work out, unfortunately. No. You know what I mean? Like I you know, personally, I think we work very hard, and I think that, you know, we've gotten pretty good at this thing, but also we had some luck. You know, yeah.
Plenty.
We had quite a bit of luck. And I think that plays a huge part in it. You know what I mean? So it's not, I do understand where he's saying like, don't quit and then pursue with nothing. I mean, I feel like most stories I see is it's a side hustle until it's, like Josh said, until it's viable enough to not be.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of get that part. I think a lot of the anger is kind of weird. I think he could have worded it better.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, that's not really,
he filed bankruptcy.
You're not trying to word it better on r/unpopular opinion. So,
well, I feel he probably listened to an influencer, quit his job, and then it fell through whatever he was trying to do, and then was like, yeah, all influencers are pieces of shit. There's a lot of them. I agree with that that are pieces of shit. But I think it sounds like he's blaming his problems on something else.
Yeah. Be careful with influencers, people. They try to sell you a dream.
Snake oil.
For the most part, yeah.
Instead, spend that money at redditonwikishop.com. That's redditonwikishop.com.
Wow.
Fuck. With that, we have to end the episode. That's it.
Come on, Sean. You gotta admit, that's pretty good. Come on, buddy. You gotta give me some credit for that.
That
was quick. That was quick.
If you guys want to hear what we're talking about, join the Patreon or be a YouTube member. Before we end the episode, I got some Venmos to read. Gonna just steamroll past it.
Yeah. You bastard.
Beth writes, spent all day in the dark with a migraine binging old episodes. Thanks for getting me through. And Sean, Sean, is the only correct spelling. Free Palestine, watermelon. Beth sends $15.
Kind of weird there, Beth.
Yeah.
Whatever.
spelled his name wrong, I think.
SCAN. Ugh.
I
basic.
agree with the rest of what you said, but
Yeah.
the Sean bit
that part. Nah.
fucked up.
Come on, Beth.
Next up, we got Renika, who writes, "Hey guys, I am Renika.
Hi.
Been watching the YouTube for a year. Now glad to know a funny male podcast that breaks the stereotypes and supports Palestine.
Oh, we're funny. Thank you.
I am a small art business at Shador Art Paintings on Instagram, and Renika sends $5.
Thank you very much, Renika.
Hell yeah. Check out their page.
Yeah.
All right, this is coming from Melanie. I'm just reading it. Melanie writes, "I don't know why you're surprised to hear you're better than Two Hot Takes. They're not even in my top 3 Reddit podcasts. 1, Reddit on Wiki. 2, Dusty Thunder. 3, Mark Narrations." And Melanie sends $3.
We didn't say shit.
I don't want beef with
Say
Two
it.
Hot Takes.
Well, we don't want beef.
We don't want beef at all. All right, next up.
We're
we
just
got-
a lowly pot. We will never catch up to their number.
I do like Dusty Thunder. I've seen a lot of his clips on TikTok. He seems like a great guy. Mark Narration, I haven't listened to. I think, although he did
one of our
mention us.
stories. Yeah, one of our stories got used by Mark Narrations.
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
It was the update with the boyfriend
who
loving
mentioned
his
us.
girlfriend's body.
Yeah, the Read It on Wikipedia podcast.
We need to make. Can you redo our logo, but have it say "Read It" on Wikipedia?
I got you. I will
Next
make that
merch.
happen. Also, Dusty Thunder, I sent you an email a while back. Come collab with your boys, please.
Collab.
Smoothest one. I don't know if I could talk to him. I saw that he's a Chiefs fan. I don't know.
I have no allegiance.
As a Charger guy, I
Hey,
don't know.
Dusty,
but-
we'll kick John off for an episode.
Hey,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here, all right? Get the fuck out of here. I will wear a Charger jersey just because.
Next up, we got Michaela, who seems to be back on her pattern again of just putting 2 random words together.
Oh.
Hold on. Is this the same Michaela that suggested both these stories? Because
I
I'm
don't think
beefing
so.
with them.
I think it was Mads that sent the coconut story.
Oh, was it Mads? Okay. Gotcha. M's.
Yeah, the M's got you.
The M's got
Michaela
me.
writes volcanic rain and sends 11 cents. Thank you, Michaela.
Okay.
Next up, we got Sierra, who writes, "I've been a silent listener for 2 years. I'm also a rich.
Oh, hell yeah.
The money is louder, baby girl. Thank you.
Always wanted you guys to know that I consider you guys my best friends."
Oh, thank you.
There have
Thank
been so
you.
many days you guys have been there for me without even realizing it. So thank you. Sierra sends $10. Thank you, Sierra.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Sierra.
awesome. That's sweet.
I love that. All right. Heather writes, Armacne. Oh, this is somebody I think I should know. Armacne has gotten married. Sean, please explain to our non-K-pop girlies. Big congrats. So happy for you. Married life is the best. Heather sends $20. Heather, I'm not going to lie to you. My K-pop knowledge is quaint. Very minimal. I know Blackpink. I know XG. I know New Jeans. I know some BTS, and I know some Twice.
I only knew BTS out of all of those.
So I am so sorry. I don't know who that is, and I apologize.
She gonna want a refund, bro.
I know. If you want the $20 back, I fully send money back to people that aren't happy. So let me know. Next up, we got Effie, the original Venmo goat,
Ooh.
who writes 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 100 tater tots, 100 pizzas, 100 tenders, 100 meatballs, 100 coffees, 55 wings, 55 shakes, 55 pancakes, 55 pastas, and 155 taters.
That was impressive.
That was very impressive, my guy. That was great.
I don't regret giving you that go button earlier now.
Thank you. Even though you didn't want to. They continue. Sorry, I've been MIA. Life has been insane, but I'm still an avid listener. Congratulations to Josh and Sienna. Heart
Oh.
emoji.
Thank you.
Effie sends $10.
Thank you, Effie.
Dr. Effie.
Dr.
if I'm
Effie.
Yes.
remembering correctly. Next up, we got Gerardo, who writes, "Hey, brother, I sent a Venom." I know what you're trying to say. Like 2 months ago for advice, and you didn't read it. I'm so sorry.
Gasp.
Anyways, I figured it out, and you guys can keep it. I'm so sorry, Gerardo. I'm so sorry.
I hope you got,
Gerardo,
I hope you got the antidote you need from that venom.
you guys can keep the $25 though. Love the pod. I will say this to the boys. This is their first time hearing that. I reached out to Gerardo. I said, I could send the money back, brother. I fucked up. He said, no, we got to get you out of corporate life. So Gerardo, you're double, triple the goat.
What a goat.
Apologies, brother. Gerardo sends $5 on top of the $25 he already said.
Wow.
Sean, I'm going to need to see you in my office after this, please. I need to go put you in a pip.
My bad. Next up, we got Xandra, who writes, been listening for a couple months now and listening back on old episodes when there's no new ones. I find myself saying 100% all the time, and it's driving me crazy. Please say it less so I can say it less. Thank you.
100%. That's not going to happen.
100%.
100%, Xandra.
We
Xandra
do say
says $5.
we do say it a lot. I've noticed in the editing.
Do we?
Yeah. I don't know who started saying it.
You did.
Yeah. I
You
was gonna
say it the most.
I think it's a white guy thing.
100% a white guy thing.
100%. Dab on him.
Yeah, with the bent arm.
That's a little live show inside joke for the people who watch the live streams.
Mm-hmm.
But next up we got Haley. Ooh, and we apologize, Haley, because we've already broken this. But Haley writes, please don't talk politics. I listen because you guys are funny and make me laugh. Let's keep politics out of it. Everything else seems to get political. Haley sends $1. You're going to tell me to shut up and dribble? Is that what you think this is? You think you can tell me to shut up and dribble? Haley.
It's too late.
It's
we
too
did
late.
it already.
Yeah,
we
did
can talk
it.
about it on Friday. Apologies for that.
We gave
I
a trigger
know-
warning.
And this is not even saying that you are on the wrong side of history, which we agree with. This could just be someone that wants to escape from politics, and we get that entirely.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
it
I
took us a
understand
week
that.
before we said anything. So, Haley, apologies. But also, it's going to take a lot more than $1, Haley. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We try to keep out because we know it's a terrible time and it's not going to make anybody feel anything but sad. But also, it's our show. Unfortunately, we kind of just talk about whatever we want to talk about sometimes, and that gets in there. And I still will fucking punch Ted Cruz in the face. If this gets me arrested by the new administration,
You can hide in Canada.
We're going to have the cutest fucking mugshots, all I can say.
I'll sneak you up here, Sean.
Next up, we got Mariana, who writes, would not have made it through training for the NYC Marathon without this podcast. $1 per mile. Heart emoji.
Holy shit, that's fucking
Mariana
awesome.
sends $26.20.
That's
Hey, send it
amazing.
$1 per kilometer next time, please. That'd be great.
I think that, yes, that would be more. Yeah.
Come on, buddy. I was trying to throw you a lob.
But don't send it in Canadian.
Yeah. Keep it American.
Yeah. That's awesome though. Congratulations for doing that. Sienna has always wanted to do that and the Boston Marathon. So
Hell yeah. Shout out my homie Joe Pat. I don't think he listens to this, but he's about to run his full first marathon in a couple months.
Oh fuck yeah.
Get it, brother. Next up, we have Danella. God, I pronounce it wrong every single time. Just got the cameo, and thank you. Yes, I'm the same person who's been Venmoing you. Amused that both John and Josh can say my name correctly, but not you. Karma for mispronouncing scene in the past. I'll send more when I buy merch later. Thanks again. And then they sent another Venmo. Laughing face, laughing face, laughing face. I'm dying. You read it out wrong too. It's Danella. There is no I. This means I get to spell it SHAWN indefinitely.
Hell yeah.
Danella sends $10.05. I need to rewatch the cameo because I can't imagine we're saying it differently.
Oh, it's definitely you. You keep saying Daniela like the whole time.
Really?
Really. I just didn't want to say anything.
I thought it was funnier.
Next up, we got Shayla, who writes, shout out to Sean, SHAWN, for saying he likes Twilight on episode 199. Also, I refuse to spell your name correctly until I get who the fuck is Sean again spelled SHAWN merch, is released. Where is it? With an exclamation mark. Shayla sends $5.69.
I did have a mock-up at one point. Oh yeah, also 69 cents. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. First time we get fist bump since the coconut.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll look into getting that merch as well soon, I guess, because that's been something people have asked for a while. But
I want mid-score merch and I want Who is Sean merch with every single wrong spelling of Sean.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
It doesn't even have to be a fancy design. Just fucking Comic Sans it. All of it.
No, we'll do better than Comic Sans, man.
Yeah, I need papyrus. Something terrible.
Yeah.
Is it a papyrus or is it papyrus?
We're moving on. Next up we got, I think you were definitely
It's
right,
Daniela.
Your ass up, Daniela. And that's not mean because there is no Daniela.
True.
There's only Danella.
Mm.
There
All
you
right,
go.
next up we got Patricia, who writes, thanks for the laughs in this shit show of a world. Here's 50 cents for each of you just because. Did you know that you can't cuss in Venmo notes? Lol. Patricia sends $1.50.
That's funny.
Next up, Cece writes, on 9/20, I was told my childhood dog would not make it through the weekend. I was beyond distraught. I was still at work and put your podcast on to help distract me. You guys helped me laugh my tears away. Cookie passed later that day. Thanks for the boost during the hard times. Love you guys. CC sends $10.69.
Go back like 2 minutes. Chloe makes a rare appearance. So
Yeah. Also 69 cents.
Next up, we got Lilith, who writes, thanks for the laughs. Thought it might be fun to pose a would you rather question that has been going viral lately.
Ooh.
To that end, would you rather fight the Powerpuff Girls every day for a year
Oh, fuck.
or Batman once a year for 10 years? Lilith also sends $5 while y'all think about that.
So wait, the Powerpuff Girls, I'm fighting them for the full year.
365 times you're fighting the Powerpuff Girls.
Hell no, I'm taking out one ass whooping a year as opposed to. Have you seen what they do to Mojo Jojo every fucking episode? Hell no, that fool's brains be exposed like by the end of those episodes.
They're
I'm good.
literal superheroes. He's a guy
Yeah.
in a
I'm
suit.
thinking there has never been an easier question asked. The Powerpuff Girls have they're pretty much 3 Supermen.
Yes.
They have all of Superman's powers. Every 365 times, I'll get my ass beat 10 times by Batman.
I'll turn to the
Then-
Joker.
And I know for a fact Batman won't kill me, so should be all right.
Well,
Unless it's Ben Affleck Batman.
yeah,
Batman
you would
true.
heals
murder.
without. He doesn't even
That's
think about it.
It's like this is not justice, Batman. I didn't do shit.
Actually, the Robert Pattinson one, we were watching that one too, and Sienna started crying because the chase scene, like on the road, there's like cars blowing up. She's like, those people are dying. I'm like, you can't think about that. They're not important to the story.
Oh, man. I need to rewatch that movie. I remember liking it a lot.
Yeah, it was good.
Also, I heard The Penguin was very good. I haven't watched that
I
either.
haven't watched that either yet.
All right, next up, Lilith. Oh, sorry, Lilith. We already read that. Next up, we got Chelsea, who writes, longtime listener from Maine. Stephen King got banned from Twitter this week for calling Elon Musk the first lady, and we could not be prouder. We'll only be referring him to Elonia from here on out.
Yes.
Love the show, and thanks for all the laughs during these questionable times. Chelsea sends the sickest amount, 69 cents.
Let's go. Also, download Blue Sky. Fuck Twitter.
Fuck Twitter. Blue Sky is still getting my feed isn't as perfect as it was before Elon took over Twitter, but it's better post Elon.
It's much
Twitter.
more positive, which I like.
Yes.
When I was leaving Twitter, which was like the beginning of Elon getting on it.
It was like 22, I think.
Yeah. That was horrible there. I go into Blue Sky, I'm like, oh, all this
Everyone
positive.
is so nice.
Yeah.
Nothing but positive.
There's so much puppy pictures, and I love it.
There's no Nazis. It's amazing.
Next up, we got Maddie from our live stream. John's #1 op.
My op right now, Maddie.
In all caps, read the coconut story. Maddie sends $2.
Holy fuck.
You're making me mad, Maddie. Don't like it.
Next up, we got Ella, who writes John, spelled Jawn, and Josh, spelled Jasch. My brother's name is spelled Sean. Justice for all the Seans in the world.
Never.
Ella sends $3.50. A lot of Sean positivity in the Venmos, and I'm liking it, y'all. I'm appreciating it. And one last one. This wasn't from Venmo. This one was I got reached out personally. And it moved me, so I decided to read it.
Whoa.
Hey, Josh, Shell, John, and Shun, spelled SHO with the 2 dots, O with the 2 dots, M.
Why was my name fully?
Yeah. Well, it was Josh and then shell emoji.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like,
So I
that's
guess
random, but I have heard some people thought my name was like
Just
Josh
Shell.
Shell.
just shell. They write, been listening since episode 30, so I'm not sure if you can call me a day one, but I'm here for it.
No, you got to suffer through those first 32. You got to do it.
30 are rough.
You got to do it.
I came across you guys on TikTok and instantly fell in love with Am I the Asshole? I got my Octa Forever hoodie, an Emo Ween crew neck, and a Get Therapy t-shirt.
Hell yeah.
It's coming out of some of the darkest years of my life, so I'm grateful that I had this podcast to lean on for laughs. In July 2022, I lost my friend, my lover, and all-around source of laughter. When Matt passed away, I didn't think I would ever feel happiness again. It took a long time, but you guys and your hilarious personality helped me a great deal. I will stop trolling your Spotify comments to release your episodes earlier, and hopefully when I'm a rich, I'll buy a Patreon membership soon. Till then, I send $420 my birthday. I don't know if you did send me money.
So it's not moving you as much, right?
I would be so much more moved. But thank you for putting out such wholesome content. You men show me that there are still good ones left, even at 35 years old again, starting over in Alberta. Josh, tell them about Alberta. Anyways, Matthew William Allen, April 6th, 1991 to July 22nd, 2022.
Damn.
Oh, well, it's hard to put into words like what we could say with that. First off, rest in peace, Matthew. It seemed like you were a great partner too. Sorry, Sean, what was the name again?
I don't know if I said it, but Roxy.
You seem like you were a great partner, Roxy, and again, Sean has mentioned this so many times. Like, it's hard to put into words or understanding that what we do even remotely makes an impact to anyone's lives. We were just out here shooting the shit, hanging out, and for you to consider us your company during your toughest times. Like, I hope we do right by you. I hope we do right by everyone that supports us, and we're just gonna try to continue to be as positive as possible. That's all we can offer to the world. So we appreciate you, and we're here for you if you need anything.
Yeah. I have seen your Spotify comments. I laugh every single time I see them. And now that I know who it is, I'll laugh even harder. Yeah, I mean, it is crazy that the three of us have any impact outside of my basement, basically. But it's awesome. And I love to hear that we are some sort of positive light in your life. So yeah, wishing you all the best. And yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode, unless you guys have anything else.
No, this is a very long episode.
This is a long one. So thank you guys so much for listening in for this long one. Hope you have, give you something long to listen to during your American Thanksgiving break that only some of you guys will experience. Anyways, that's enough. Okay. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Hope we have coconut pie for dessert.
Oh.
No.
Get therapy.